Did you know that 80% of new businesses fail within the first 18 months? That's a shocking number, and it's a harsh truth that many aspiring entrepreneurs face. But here's something even more surprising. The ones who succeed do it by following a set of simple yet powerful laws. These laws aren't about hard work or luck. They're about understanding key principles that can guide you toward long-term success. In this article, you'll discover the 6 laws of success, rules that have been proven to work by some of the world's top entrepreneurs. From building unstoppable momentum to mastering emotional intelligence, these laws will change the way you think about success. Here's a teaser. You'll learn how curiosity can unlock endless opportunities, why calculated risks are often more important than a business plan, and how being adaptable can make you bulletproof in a constantly changing world. Stay tuned, because these 6 laws might just be the difference between success and failure for your business. Chapter 1: The Law of Relentless Curiosity. Success starts with the willingness to learn. It's all about asking questions, exploring new ideas, and constantly seeking ways to improve. The most successful entrepreneurs are not the ones with all the answers, but those who know how to ask the right questions. For example, Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, built one of the world's largest companies simply by asking, "What do customers want, and how can I deliver it?" This curiosity has fueled Amazon's constant evolution. Research by the Journal of Applied Psychology shows that curiosity leads to higher levels of creativity. This is especially true in entrepreneurship, where innovation is key. The more curious you are, the more likely you are to discover opportunities others might miss. Curiosity is about more than just asking questions. It's about embracing failure as a learning opportunity. Elon Musk is a great example of this. He didn't shy away from his early failures with Tesla and SpaceX. Instead, he used those failures to learn and improve. Being curious means being willing to fail forward. Developing this habit requires a mindset shift. Stop seeing obstacles as setbacks and start viewing them as challenges that teach you something valuable. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow and learn. As Albert Einstein famously said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." One way to foster curiosity is to constantly expose yourself to new things. Attend conferences, read diverse books, or meet people outside your industry. According to the Harvard Business Review, exposing yourself to diverse ideas can increase creativity by up to 70%. If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, become a lifelong learner. Chapter 2: The Law of Unseen Momentum. One of the most powerful laws of success is unseen momentum. This is the idea that the work you put in today may not pay off immediately, but eventually, it will compound and lead to breakthrough results. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and insignificant, but over time it gains speed and power. This concept is proven by the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. The same principle applies in business. Consistent small actions lead to big results, even when they seem invisible at first. In fact, the University of California found that small, consistent efforts over time can be more effective than a big, one-time push. Entrepreneurs who stay consistent, even when results aren't immediately visible, build momentum that leads to exponential growth. Whether it's networking, learning new skills, or improving your product, every effort counts. A great example of unseen momentum is the rise of Apple. Steve Jobs didn't create a billion-dollar company overnight. For years, he worked quietly behind the scenes, building his brand and improving the user experience. The momentum Apple built in its early years allowed it to dominate the tech industry once the right moment came. The key is patience. The results of unseen momentum aren't always obvious, and this can be frustrating. However, it's crucial to keep pushing forward. Research shows that entrepreneurs who embrace this kind of long-term thinking are 30% more likely to succeed. So, stay the course even when you don't see immediate results. Track your progress regularly. Whether it's sales, customer feedback, or your personal development, measuring small wins helps build motivation and reinforce that your efforts are paying off. Success is often about creating steady, gradual progress that builds over time. Chapter 3: The Law of Strategic Disruption. The most successful entrepreneurs aren't afraid to disrupt industries. In fact, disruption is often the key to lasting success. Think about Uber. Before Uber, the taxi industry was slow-moving, traditional, and stuck in its ways. But Uber saw an opportunity to disrupt that space by offering a better, faster, and more affordable option. This disruption turned into one of the biggest companies in the world. Strategic disruption isn't about chaos. It's about finding areas where the status quo can be improved. Disruptors often challenge existing business models, rethinking customer service, pricing, or technology to offer something better. This is how Amazon disrupted retail, or how Netflix disrupted the entertainment industry. Research by McKinsey & Company shows that companies that embrace disruption are 60% more likely to succeed over the long term than those that don't innovate. The key to disruption is identifying problems that have gone unsolved for too long and finding creative ways to solve them. Take a look at Airbnb. They didn't just enter the hospitality business, they revolutionized it by turning spare rooms into a global business. Airbnb disrupted a multi-billion-dollar industry by offering people a new, more affordable way to travel. They didn't have to build hotels. They just leveraged existing assets and created a better experience. Disruption requires a willingness to take risks. It means looking beyond your own industry and thinking about how you can add value in new ways. It's about asking, what's broken in my market, and how can I fix it? In some cases, the solution may seem radical, but that's often where the greatest opportunities lie. If you're serious about entrepreneurship, don't forget to hit subscribe. In the next chapters, we'll dive into powerful strategies that will help you achieve business success.
You don't want to miss them!
Chapter 4. The Law of Emotional Intelligence. Over IQ, while intelligence is important, emotional intelligence, EQ, is what truly separates successful entrepreneurs from the rest. Entrepreneurs with high EQ understand how to manage their emotions, connect with others, and make decisions under pressure. According to Harvard Business Review, 90% of top performers in the workplace have high emotional intelligence. It's not just about what you know, but how you handle situations and people. One of the key components of EQ is self-awareness. When you're self-aware, you can recognize your emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. This helps you stay focused and make better decisions. A study by Talent Smart found that people with high EQ are 58% more likely to be successful in their careers. This means that emotional intelligence can be more important than raw IQ. Managing emotions is another critical part of EQ. Entrepreneurs often face stress, setbacks, and pressure. How you react in these moments can make or break your success. High EQ leaders stay calm, think critically, and move forward. For instance, Oprah Winfrey has often talked about how she uses emotional awareness to guide her decisions, even in the toughest moments. Empathy is also a core aspect of emotional intelligence. Successful entrepreneurs can understand the feelings and perspectives of others, which helps in negotiations and building strong teams. For example, Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, used empathy to create a company culture focused on customer experience, making it one of the most successful brands globally. Building emotional intelligence takes practice. It's not something you're born with, it's a skill that can be developed. Start by actively listening to people, staying calm under pressure, and practicing mindfulness. Studies show that mindfulness practices can improve emotional regulation, reduce stress, and increase EQ over time. Lastly, EQ helps entrepreneurs build stronger relationships with clients, customers, and partners. When people feel understood, they're more likely to trust you and engage with your business. This is the power of emotional intelligence in entrepreneurship. It allows you to form meaningful connections and become a more effective leader. Chapter 5. The Law of Bold Risks and Calculated Fears. Taking bold risks is part of every successful entrepreneur's journey. However, successful entrepreneurs don't just take any risk, they take calculated risks. They understand the importance of balancing fear and opportunity. For example, when Richard Branson founded Virgin Galactic, he knew the risk involved but also saw the incredible potential to disrupt the space industry. Entrepreneurship is full of uncertainty, but the best entrepreneurs know how to make decisions when fear is present. Research by Psychology. Today shows that fear can be a powerful motivator, as long as it doesn't control you. Fear can push you to think critically and plan strategically. What separates successful risk-takers from reckless ones is the ability to calculate risks. Jeff Bezos, for instance, took a big risk when he left his stable job on Wall Street to start Amazon. But he took the time to research and plan, ensuring that the risk had the potential for massive rewards. Bezos often said, "If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness." To take calculated risks, you need to understand your business, the market, and your own limitations. Entrepreneurs who succeed are often those who embrace uncertainty, but with a plan in place. According to Entrepreneur magazine, 70% of successful entrepreneurs attribute their success to taking smart, well-researched risks. One way to start taking calculated risks is to evaluate the potential benefits and losses. This allows you to make decisions based on data, not fear. If you calculate that the potential reward outweighs the risk, it's time to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back, but don't ignore it either. Fear signals something important. It shows you what matters. It might mean the decision is crucial or that the reward is big. Instead of avoiding fear, use it as a guide. As Tim Ferriss says in the 4-Hour Workweek, what we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. Chapter 6. The Law of Effortless Adaptability. In today's fast-paced world, adaptability is key to success. The most successful entrepreneurs aren't those who have the best ideas. They're the ones who adapt quickly to changing environments. Adaptability isn't just about reacting to change, it's about anticipating it. Companies like Netflix didn't just adapt. They shaped the future of entertainment by predicting trends before they became mainstream. Adaptability is a skill that helps you bounce back from failure. Entrepreneurs face obstacles and challenges every day, and those who can adapt are the ones who thrive. For example, when Blockbuster ignored the rise of digital streaming, Netflix seized the opportunity and disrupted the industry. It wasn't just about having a better product, it was about adapting to new technology and market demands. To develop adaptability, start by staying curious and open to new ideas. This helps you spot changes early on and adjust your strategy. Studies from McKinsey & Company show that organizations that are highly adaptable are 30% more likely to succeed in the long term. The faster you can adjust to shifts in your industry or market, the better. Entrepreneurs who thrive in uncertainty are those who embrace it. Instead of fearing change, they welcome it as a chance to innovate and grow. Look at Apple's ability to continuously adapt and introduce new products. Every product launch, whether it was the iPhone, iPad, or AirPods, was a response to an evolving market, not just a random idea. Effortless adaptability also means having flexible systems in place. Whether it's your marketing strategy or customer service approach, the ability to pivot quickly can save you time, money, and resources. This is why agile business models, which emphasize flexibility and rapid adaptation, have become so popular. However, adaptability doesn't mean constantly changing for the sake of change. It means being able to assess when a change is necessary and implementing it in a way that supports your long-term vision. As Jeff Bezos once said, "What's dangerous is not to evolve." Being adaptable also involves letting go of old ideas that no longer serve you. Entrepreneurs must recognize when it's time to move on from something that's no longer working. It's about making decisions with clarity, not attachment. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to change direction. Finally, build a resilient mindset. Adaptability is about staying flexible even when things get tough. Entrepreneurs who can thrive under pressure and adjust their strategies are the ones who ultimately succeed in a world of constant change.